And that is why part of the reason why all the feeds went from chronological to algorithmic.
Algorithmic, yeah. Hello unengineers, welcome to another episode of the Unengineered Podcast. We are back after an unpaid hiatus and there's no reason for it. We just took a break. We were very overworked and as you can see,
I guess, yeah.
our dark circles have reduced a little bit, I think, hopefully. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Advait definitely has. But today we are going to talk about everything that has happened since we did not make in the last 2 weeks, essentially.
There's a lot that happened.
That's not what that happened. We are going to cover 3 main topics, alright, which created waves in the tech or social media industry. First of all, which is actually a Netflix show jo we don't usually talk about, but we are forced to because of the content and the type of show that it is.
That documentary was amazing. If for those who don't know, we're talking about Social Dilemma. So if you haven't watched it, skip to the next part.
Yeah, but there's
going to be some spoilers. We're going to try not to.
Yeah, we're going to try and not give spoilers. Yeah, I mean, आधा दिखा है तो मतलब we'll try not to give spoilers. Advait will try not to give spoilers. There are, I mean, yeah, yes. So we suggest that you watch it after this podcast because now you've tuned it. Now don't go anywhere. Stay now. Then we're going to talk about RTX cards, the new 30 series which released in detail. हम बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. उनके benchmarks आ गए. I was so excited about the benchmarks. And then we're going to talk about the benchmarks of Intel's 11th gen Tiger Lake computer CPU, laptop CPUs, because those are some mad gains. Mad gains.
Are they released?
They're not released. They're not released. Essentially, Intel sent some reviewers a test model.
I saw those titles.
A test model भेजा उनको. I mean, it wasn't a retail product. It was just to showcase the power of the chip. That's the reason.
I get. Yeah. I mean, they need all the press they can get. Right?
I swear, and it's kind of a bold move on Intel's part. कि ओह ये finished product नहीं है, but फिर भी तुम लोग देख लो क्योंकि that's how powerful, that's how confident we are.
Who made those laptops? Which company made?
MSI just manufactured, I think, couple hundred बनाया होगा लोगों को बेचने के लिए. Test.
I like these companies opening up to reviewers and being more transparent. How the products are made, because that makes us more human, because we are just criticizing a brand.
Exactly.
If this doesn't reach 4.5 gigahertz, it's garbage. But to take it from 3 to 4.5, it's a big task, and these companies put a lot of effort. So just being more transparent makes us more human towards them. I don't know.
Exactly. No, it is definitely, yeah, it definitely is a very valid point. People don't relate to, they don't vibe with brands, they vibe with stories essentially. So
with the emotion.
Exactly, they vibe with emotions, and it's difficult for brands to communicate with their customers in a way that keeps them hooked. So these reviewers are a blessing actually for brands. I mean, brands
are a channel between brands and us, I guess.
Exactly. Initially, when these tech reviewers and product showcasers, unboxers, इनसे पहले there was nothing like that. I mean, when they came out first, कि मतलब it was a atmosphere where the reviewers and the content creators needed the companies. But आज माहौल ऐसा है कि it's the completely other way around. Like these companies need these content creators. To create a positive brand image of themselves. Not even positive, to create a true brand image, because that's what a reviewer does, right? So चाटता नहीं है. That's what a good reviewer does at least. वो companies की fake image नहीं बनाता है. They create an honest image. So yeah, moving on to the actual topic. Social Dilemma.
Social Dilemma.
It's a show that's gotten some hype over the kind of content it has, and I actually made some notes while I watched half of it, because I want to do an actual review.
That's nice. I didn't make any notes. Because the thing is, for the past 1 year, like, I guess when my 12th was over and joined college, I always kind of knew this because my social media time was 2 hours per day. Instagram taking. And midway through this scrolling process, I was like, I know there is no interesting content here because it's been garbage abhi tak. And I was like, why am I scrolling this much? And so I did some research, and so these companies make it really hard to find this information because it's against their business interests. So
Absolutely.
they'll put SRK, social media doesn't do anything, whatever, it's garbage, the research papers are garbage and stuff. But I found, if you try hard enough, you can find anything you want on the internet. And there were a lot of speculations kind of, how what these companies are doing is they use machine learning to mine what you like. And that is why part of the reason why all the feeds went from chronological to algorithmic.
Algorithmic, yeah, absolutely.
It's because the algorithmic one makes you scroll more anyway, and it keeps you engaged more, so they can show you more ads. Although chronological kabhi, there are the losses if someone keeps on spamming, they'll come top it.
Right. So that essentially
the solution is a mix of both of them.
Exactly. Right. Essentially, it's
But go ahead.
It was easier for creators to hack the chronological algorithm than it is for them to hack this present one right now, because the present one actually
keeps changing काफी ज़्यादा.
It keeps changing. The base of it is the same. कि मतलब पहले creators could just spam content with zero production value. There's absolutely no point of the content बनाने के लिए बना रहे, and they could get the likes and followers and shit मिल जाते थे. But today, the algorithm actually takes into consideration whether people are liking your content, whether people are engaging with your content. So creators have been forced to add some kind of value to the content. They can't just put out random shit that makes no sense. They have been forced to take up a niche subject, niche style of content, and then they have been forced to make people like it. They have been forced to give some value and up their production level essentially. So that's something good.
But what these companies then realized is, if they make the algorithm in such a way that you're getting a good post and there's a dopamine hit you get when you see a good post, you like it, then they'll show you some garbage post, and as soon as when you're going to leave the app, they'll show you another good post. You keep sticking.
Right.
And the length of the scroll increases. Since the length is increasing,
smart.
They can put more ads in it, and then they get more money out of it. And this becomes a cycle. And I think Twitter does it less than Facebook. I'm not sure about it.
Twitter is very Twitter is. I haven't been quite able to figure out Twitter's algorithm yet. I mean, it's very different from Instagram, and
but Twitter has, in my opinion, the people I follow on Twitter are very less, and they're influential people. Like, they don't put garbage anyway. So the problem only arises when you follow a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of them are garbage and a few are nice.
Absolutely.
So you try and look for the nice content in all the garbage noise that your other following people have.
Yeah.
Twitter, I follow less amount of people, so there's less garbage and there's just more good content.
Exactly.
So if you want to kind of hack the algorithm, what I did is I have created an alternate Instagram account where I just follow the people I like, influencers and stuff. And then since these guys don't post a lot, but they post quality content.
That's smart.
So I just scroll through that account instead of scroll through my main account, and वो खत्म हो जाता है. एक दिन
Genius.
नहीं post करेंगे कोई.
Genius.
That is
genius.
how you do.
Right.
Although since I've done that, I've gotten a lot of notifications. Since you like this, you might like that. Since you like
because it's a new account, I'm guessing, and you're not following a lot of people.
Exactly. So they want you to follow a lot of people.
Yeah, of course.
Because they get more advertising dollars out of it.
Exactly.
So
it's like that.
Android made it hard to do this. I don't know about iOS, I haven't checked it, but Android has this feature where you can disable a certain kind of notification.
Nice.
So as soon as I get if you like this,
you disable them.
Click on it and I disable the notification.
Right. Perfect. Exactly.
So there's that. So there are ways around it. It's just hard to figure out.
True.
Even when you do that, the chances of you spending a lot of time is very high, because what these services have done is, like Instagram at least, we are mostly going to talk about Instagram because that is where I'm active or I do be now.
Yes. Also, the Social Dilemma also focuses on photo sharing applications. It has a मतलब
like Instagram or
हाँ yes ये मतलब बोलो ना Instagram तो नहीं बताया वो लोग को केस हो जाएगा
हाँ.
उन पे but yeah they showed the example of like a photo sharing app tagging app essentially
oh हाँ
Yeah.
okay the story में
yeah in the story there's a sort of
Social
story they
Dilemma
go
also, Social Dilemma also goes into the fake news fact. We'll go there in a minute because
Oh, that's good.
this is my specialty.
मैं वहाँ तक पहुँचा नहीं okay
But so the reason you spend a lot of time scrolling to Instagram is even if you disable Instagram, the thing is that Instagram has this DMs feature, and all these addictive apps, what they do is they'll put a DM feature in it, and since you can't miss DMs because they're important people texting you, you can't disable the apps or disable all the notifications.
important
Because I communicate on Instagram सबसे ज़्यादा. I don't have a lot of WhatsApp communication skills, but Instagram पे there are posts coming in and stuff happening, so I can't completely disable the notifications there. And as soon as you go into the DMs, the only way out of the app is scrolling back, which is through the feed. And as soon as you see the feed, your favorite creator has a new story up, and then you start one story and just keep scrolling through stories.
Absolutely.
Or keep scrolling through the posts. So a separation of these apps would be better. It just is इसके लिए and but that is not happening at all because the only reason Instagram thrives is because it allows you to connect people, share posts and stuff. Like you don't have to change apps to share content there. So that's a plus side. A solution I was thinking about is putting the chat feature there and then manually being able to switch to feed whenever we want. So that's one way of reducing the addiction, but that is against Facebook business.
समझा नहीं मैं
That
what you're
is
saying.
not happening. So abhi when you open the app, you're greeted with the feed and then you need to go to DMs.
Right.
If you click on DMs directly, the way to go out is through feed.
Through the feed.
Like you can press the home button, but most of the back button.
Yeah, of course.
I guess yeah.
Definitely.
So what? When I was watching Social Dilemma, I was also thinking about how to solve this problem.
Yeah.
So one way I came
That's
up
how a
with
coder
this-
thinks, guys. How to solve the problem. That's how we think.
So one way I thought about it is as soon as you open the app, you're greeted with DMs, and if you want to see the feed, you click नीचे का navigation bar होता है ना उसमें.
Right.
So-
समझा. So you can switch. The button will switch between feed and chat.
I guess yeah. उधर भी feed का ये रहेगा.
That's cool. That's cool.
Although that will just tank Facebook का income.
Obviously,
so
100%.
that's not happening.
Exactly. They want you to spend more time on their app. They don't want you to go away. Essentially. Yeah, and creators are also awarded for making people. That's another thing. Yeah, if your content makes someone stay on the app longer, you are awarded with more reach. Essentially.
Exactly. That is why if you post a link in some story or something like that, that story is not dealt with.
It won't be
That
pushed.
properly
It
the
won't be
recommend-
pushed. Essentially, matlab.
It's penalized by the recommender system.
Exactly. And
I don't want to get. I exactly know the formulas they use, like mathematical formulas they use to do all this. I just don't want to get into it.
Right.
I'll be way more
Yeah.
complex.
yeah,
But
it's worked with recommender
just-
systems.
Kind of ज़्यादा detail में नहीं, I don't know a lot. It's
Basic.
just theory.
Right.
So how it's done is there is a mathematical formula कि
It
कितना
takes
likes है,
factors
कितना-
into consideration.
it's कितना likes है, कितना बड़ा description है, कितने posts है,
Right.
how are these posts, previous history, and there is this. It's all multiplied with a p. P is the short form for penalty. The mathematical formula, it will sum up all this, and the penalty
Wow.
is calculated depending upon the business interest of the company. So they can set penalties.
Nice.
And it also depends upon multiple factors, like if there is a link in there which is redirecting to outside platforms, so they'll penalize it more. If-
समझा.
Like TikTok did it with I don't know, with Hong Kong ka content. China made it.
हाँ.
So what happened was
Yeah.
China did it. So whenever they saw Hong Kong or some term like that, they just
उसका reach बंद कर
they just penalize it more.
बराबर. मतलब
So-
you get no reach for it essentially. कोई दिखता ही नहीं content.
Because what the recommenders system does is it can't see posts like we do. All it can see is numbers.
Right, exactly.
So they attach that recommender feed like number to it, and just it's descending order with it, higher number to lower number.
बराबर.
So since the penalty is in 0.001 ऐसा, तो score कम होता है actually.
Yeah,
so
of
if there
course.
is a high penalty, the score is lower. So your post will be lower anyway.
Right.
As descending order. So
Sounds
that is how it works.
My God.
So that is the sad part. Like these companies have the power to control our opinions. And coming to that, these recommender systems, they are one of the bigger problems. They were made to help us. It's just a side effect of a tech that is misused. So
it's a knife with two sides. It's a double-edged sword.
It's double-edged sword. So the reason these recommender systems are hurting us, so essentially no one, when they were making social media, they never thought that this will be the main channel of news. All they wanted to do was share posts and stuff, like funny videos and stuff. And what happened was these recommender systems were made in such a way that if you like something, it will just show you this. It will form a walled garden around you.
Oh my God. It's called an echo chamber that these recommender systems create.
Echo chamber. Exactly. And what happens is if there is a news story, and if you like reading news stories where, for example, something is happening.
No, let's make it specific. You like reading news. So, for example, your political inclination is left, okay? You're a leftist. You're a liberal.
That's the best example.
You're a liberal, right? Exactly. So
I don't know what liberal and
it's completely fine.
Left and right.
There's liberal and there's conservative.
So if you like just leftist news, leftist bolte hai, right? Unko.
Leftist.
If you just like that kind of news, it will just surround you with that, and the right will seem so bad that because you aren't receiving the good news from this side.
Exactly.
You're just receiving good news from this side and all the bad news from this side.
Yeah.
And what this has created is, I think we can put the graphs here jo udhar the social dilemma mein. But we as humans have separated so much recently.
Yeah, oh man.
Like
Right. I saw the graph growing apart. Yeah. It's like it was a graph of overlapping thought systems. And I don't know.
What they did is what they asked left ko right ke bare mein how they feel about them, and right ko left ko right.
Yeah.
And the views have gotten so extreme.
Polar, extremely different.
It's because what has happened is they've just seen the good news khud ke side and they've seen just the bad
news samne wale ke side ka. That's what it's called.
It's not their mistake, but they are shown that.
Yeah. They are not shown any other perspectives. Which is actually kind of problematic, if you ask me, because I was talking to my mom the other day and we were having a pretty mature debate. We don't usually do that, but we were debating over the concept of maturity, and I told her that a person who has a lot of perspective, there's chances that he is way more mature in a general sense. And if a social media app is not giving you difference, but it is stopping you from getting different perspectives just to fuel their own capitalistic greed, then I think that's definitely problematic.
But
they are showing you content that you like.
But it's a side effect. It's not what they intended.
Like it is a side effect. Yeah, I mean, लोग ये सोच के that's right. लोग ये सोच के algorithm नहीं बनाया, but it has turned out that way ultimately.
And the sad part is, they know this.
Of
they
course.
know this echo chamber thing is happening. TikTok even acknowledged it, I guess, through pehle. The sad part is the only way to fix this is to turn them off.
Either to
take a more human approach to
it. Yeah. This also reminded me of, I'm gonna most probably make a video on this on my own channel, but it reminded me of this. If you've read Amish's books, right? Amish Tripathi, he's essentially the Rick Riordan of India. Okay, तो मतलब वो Hindu myths को लेता है. So far he's done Hindu myths only, and he gave them a scientific sort of turn, right? He's reimagined them. He has अपनी खुद की creativity editing करके, मतलब उसने he's essentially rewritten it from a more scientifical point of view. ठीक है, Amish Tripathi, the Shiva trilogy and the Ramchandra series. तो
is this the book with the cover पे ऐसा शिवा का ये रहता है? The texture is different शिवा पे.
Yeah.
Oh,
it may be.
I have the.
It may be, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly, it's fine. So what he has, the essential learning of the Shiva trilogy is that the biggest good of any say generation, right? It is bound to become the biggest evil a few generations later. Samjha?
Oh.
In their case, I don't want to spoil it, but in their case it was that, and that is again what I'm seeing in this generation. Like the internet was the biggest boon, the biggest gift, I think 20 years ago, and then just literally just 20 years later, not even a generation later, just 20 years, I mean, it's barely there. Pura India was internet hai bhi nahi, and it's already one of the biggest evils that we have out there.
But then that's the thing, right? Whenever something new emerges without any regulation. Okay, take the examples of cars, okay? When cars were invented, that was the best thing ever. But
exactly.
there was no regulation to them.
Right.
So accidents happened a lot. There were no roads, there were no signals and stuff. And you can't imagine your life without cars right now, I guess. Yeah, I mean, of course.
You can't.
But imagine Tabi, what they would have done is, cars were causing accidents, so just cars banned kar dete. That would have been devastating. So we can't just ban the internet, or we can just turn off the internet now. We have to regulate it.
It's not practical. We have to regulate. And the thing is, there's no government bodies who are going to do it for you. There's no corporations who are going to do it for you.
What these government bodies are doing is they'll just shut off the internet, or
that's stupid.
Shut off whatever they don't.
That's
and
not good.
The problem is these government is made by humans, see. So even they are affected with this problem, and they are the most influential people who are affected by this problem.
Exactly.
So if they think that way, we are all screwed anyway.
Absolutely.
So
the regulators, the people who need to regulate, who need to consciously work on negating these or battling these algorithms is ourselves. Like we have to do it ourselves. Unless you take an initiative to limit to unfollow pages that you don't like or don't give you value. If you unfollow these pages, if you unfollow pages which teach you nothing new,
it form an even bigger echo chamber if you unfollow pages that don't like. So
not you don't like, who don't give you any value. I'm saying, at the end of the day, if they don't teach you anything, if you're wasting your time, I feel all content should give you some amount of value. That's my end goal. That's why I was never into TikTok, right? Because that content rarely gave me any value, and jo value de sakta tha, I mean, there were good pages on TikTok which spread awareness and which taught you a lot of stuff, but I was getting my information from YouTube anyway, so I did not feel the need to go onto that platform. That's an example.
If you're taking news for information, now is the worst time to take it from social media. Fact check everything you see. If you see 2 + 2 on social media, go and fact check if it's 4.
True, man. Holy shit. We have to do that in the future sometime. Again, you're making another reference to one of the books that I've read, where it's George Orwell books. It's called 1984, where it's a very dystopian future where there is thought police, like not THOT, not thought. वो आज exist कर रहा है. Thought police essentially, and it's about a story. It's a story of a man who was working for this character. Apparently, they never show the character. The antagonist is apparently Big Brother, okay, and the antagonist is never shown. We don't know if he exists. Okay, he exists only in paper, in voice recordings. Okay, we don't know who Big Brother is, and he is essentially the dictator. He determines what the law is, and all the social media, all the books, essentially they reflect what he says is true. Samjha?
Oh.
So the protagonist actually works for Big Brother in the ministry, and his work is to change the past. Samjha? His work is to change all the accounts. He has to change dates. He has to change what people said in the books that people read from. That's his work, and it's his journey from go from there to realizing that Big Brother is a scam to finally submitting to him. Like they teach him that 2 plus 2 is 5 and not 4, and they prove it to him.
I haven't read the book, but I guess.
Yeah. So again, you're making a reference to a book. I'm sorry. Another tangent. It went on.
I haven't read the book, sorry. But yeah, fact check. The only way to save yourself from this is fact checking everything. See, whatever, if a scene happens, some incident happens, there's a high chance that it is more neutral than you think.
Yeah.
The reason why extremism has taken effect is because it's the cool, it's what attracts viewers, it's what attracts attention.
Extremism, that's the word. Good one, brother.
And okay, this is a completely made up story and it's not true and stuff. I just made it up right now. Imagine a story where someone is suiciding, building a cool skate. Okay, it's very sad. That pulls some views. Now imagine if her mom tries to save her, but she jumps anyway. That's a thodo news. Okay? Mom tries to save daughter, she jumps anyway. Mom pushes daughter from building.
Oh my God.
Uska views there.
Nice.
That's what's happening. And your headline may hoga कि mom pushes daughter, and people just read the headline. Social media पे वो headline ही होता है, highlight होता है.
Right.
And the news story will be like, mom tries to save her, but looks like she's pushing her in the video. And what's happening is she's trying to save her. And वो सब news article में लिखा है. So the news site are technically telling the truth. It's just that
but headline, right.
And people just take the headline.
Absolutely.
And so नीचे के story में it's all truth कि she was trying to save her, but she jumped anyway. But that is not taken. That is not the cool.
Absolutely.
That is not what's picked up by social media. Because social media is short term. It's just you want the news in 3 seconds.
That's a good example.
But yeah, that's the problem. And this is happening everywhere. What I said,
100%
the story isn't true, but the concept is what's happening.
Concept is very true. It's happening today, and you know it. I mean, if you're watching this podcast, you're privileged enough to be open to a lot of content out there, and you're probably aware. If you're not, it's time to get aware. It's time to get uninjured.
Exactly.
Holy shit!
You can't just say that's not happening.
Exactly.
But so someone has to work on a fix.
That was a social dilemma. Watch it on Netflix. It'll teach you a lot of stuff, and you should probably reform your social media habits.
You should watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Coming back to the people who don't have Netflix, please don't pirate it, because that's the thing. The proceeds to that, okay, some part of it will go to Netflix, but some part of it will go to all the people who made that possible.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
and they're taking a big step towards it, because going against Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, and stuff.
Holy shit! Exactly. I was like, how is this
hard?
How is this allowed on Netflix? How are they doing this? Like the employees.
The irony of it being on Netflix is like your
cocaine
dealer warning you about the effects of marijuana.
अरे वो cigarette पे आता ना, tobacco gives cancer वैसा.
Netflix addiction is also a thing. Netflix won't cover it. Netflix, I think, made sure they are not part of this. But you don't receive news from Netflix.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, they have algorithms to keep you on their site anyways, but it's not as bad on Netflix.
What these social media sites have done is they have advertised, and they haven't necessarily advertised, but they became the tools we require for everyday communication. But what the document, it's completely coming from the documentary. I haven't made this stuff up. But what the documentary is, it's at a simple line. A tool doesn't bug you continuously to use it. A tool is like a bicycle.
It just lies there for you to use it.
It's there when you need it. And it works perfectly every time. It doesn't come up to you, bugging you to use it. And I hope your bicycle doesn't do that. But yeah, someone has to make a social media that is actually a tool. And yeah, I guess I really need you guys to watch The Social Dilemma. That's the one thing you should watch on Netflix. So if you think you're spending too much time on social media and you can't get a good habit like reading or something like that, I think you should move on to gaming because Nvidia has new graphics card for you, and these graphics cards are amazing.
Let's go.
We already covered them last episode.
Segue 101.
But now benchmarks are out.
Yeah, we're waiting for the
So,
benchmarks to get released. Also, by reading books and stuff, it's not implying that playing games is a bad habit. Okay, don't say this. Okay.
Oh, did I say that? No. It's... Sorry, I told
All
you,
habits.
man. Sorry, so
All
sorry.
habits which do not affect other individuals physically or mentally are good habits. Okay.
Depends. Don't swear in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That is affecting someone.
Yeah. If you know it's affecting someone, don't do it. But the point is, RTX cards, very powerful, very cheap. The pre-order stuff got massively messed up. We'll get
What happened? Actually, I don't know the entire story.
I'll tell you what
I don't know
happened.
the entire story.
So there's this concept of scalpers and scrapers on the internet, right? So what these scalpers do is they do not want to use the product; they just want to make profit off of the demand which exists for a product. So these are not actual gamers; they're not actual consumers. They're just lazy businessmen and cheaters in a way. And what they do is they use bots, they use internet scripts to buy a product which is in very high demand, and then they resell that product. So what happened was,
Wait, so the buy button is not protected by a captcha or something like that?
no, they're very advanced. I mean, they override all of that, and apparently the
What? I
Yeah.
don't think a script can go over a captcha.
I don't know how they do it. I really don't know how they do it. मैं उतना detail में नहीं गया. I didn't go into the software side of it, but I just know that the RTX cards got sold out in like a minute, in like a second or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's why they're popping up and stuff for $70,000 and yeah.
Exactly. That's what you call a scalper. And these scalpers do not even have the cards. They have the confirmed order of the cards, and they are and they're reselling them for
But
thousands of dollars.
acha, okay. I heard about this. I just didn't know it's the same story.
Yeah.
And so it's going more into it, what's I think actually happening is the price inflation is still there because the consumers who actually wanted the card, they are using bots to put fake bids on the eBay site and then withdrawing all the bids. So the person who has the card has to pay eBay the fees, and their product won't still be sold because the bids were withdrawn anyway. So it's just
I didn't understand. Yeah.
so when you put up a bid, you have to pay eBay some fees, right?
Oh really? I didn't know.
It's not free.
I didn't know that. All right, cool.
So I heard this happening. Yeah, it's not 100% confirmed, but what these guys are doing is they're putting bids, they're withdrawing it. So these guys still have to pay the fees, but no one's actually buying the card because the bids are withdrawn SAP. So they're just wasting their money and just inflating the price of the card. And they plan on doing this until Nvidia has more in stock, and then Nvidia has promised कि अभी नहीं करने देंगे हम ऐसा कुछ. So they're just putting measures up for it.
Yes.
So when the new cards come out, the next stock comes in, these guys will have to sell them at normal price anyway, or even less.
Yes.
ये second hand है technically.
Right. Exactly.
So that is how they are fighting it. I love the internet, man. There's problem, there's solution.
The solution, yeah. But the solution usually takes a little longer than the problem.
But come on, कितना time लगेगा next stock आने का? A couple of months.
Hopefully not a lot of time. But considering that the 3090 is coming probably this weekend, it's a good sign. I hope that doesn't happen. They have said, Nvidia ने बोला कि we will try not to let this happen with the 3090 because the 3090 is like $1,000. And that's very, very powerful, and it will be even more demand, I feel. But yeah,
I don't think so. I think the 3070 is gonna be the 1060 or 1060 जो रहा है ना. 1060 is the most. 1060 is the most used card according to Steam.
It is the most popular Nvidia card so far.
So it's gonna be the new 1060, I guess.
I agree. I 100% agree. It's because it's affordable and it has such a huge performance bump.
The price to performance ratio is really good. That is
absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's what happened. The 3080 is apparently
even PS5 के pre-orders के साथ कुछ हुआ, right? They announced it. No, they announced बाद में or something like that. The pre-order started and जब तक उनका tweet आया कि the pre-order started, the pre-orders have ended because सब sold out हो गया था.
What the heck?
Something like that
I
happened.
didn't know this. I didn't know this. Holy shit.
And then Microsoft took advantage of it पूरा. They just released the entire कहाँ pre-orders होने वाले exact time के साथ and exact stores के साथ. And everyone's like, this is how you do pre-orders, Sony. So
holy shit.
I think Microsoft
Smart.
will win this time का console race. I'm not sure, but their console is more sleeker. Like
it's very low key.
Someone, it's low
way
key.
low
You
key.
can put stuff, and it's so small. Like the PS5 is huge compared to it. So
It is.
and plus it's alien looking.
The PS5, right? Oh my god. Yeah, holy shit.
But yeah, let's see what happens. Abhi
Yeah.
कोई भी decision लेना is dumb here.
True.
But yeah,
True.
that's gonna be fun. Console wars are back, guys. I can't wait to watch 30-minute videos. कि क्यों PS4 or Xbox or
Oh man, yeah. I will probably watch those
and
too.
these videos go over every point, right? Controller से लेके दिखने से लेके CD से लेके download से लेके games
They're
से
so comprehensive.
हाँ, exactly, because the people who make them are so passionate about the
So passionate
consoles
about
they
it.
use.
Exactly.
But they are the ones who use both the consoles anyway. They don't care which one.
True. They just want to play the games. That's all. It doesn't matter what console it is.
Also, तूने वो देखा क्या? I don't know if it's just a meme or सारे games के साथ वो हो रहा है, but games are releasing as PS5 and Xbox exclusive, and there is a star mark and it's also available on PC. And as a PC gamer, I'm like, oh my god, we finally won.
Perfect. It was so good, holy shit. Because yes, Sony is probably going to be doing that. They'll be releasing their PlayStation exclusives for PC because finally PC gamers have always been very extravagant spenders, and they are a very lucrative market, I believe. They are an untapped market for PlayStation releases.
The investment is already done, right, in a gaming PC, so it would be dumb not to buy games.
Exactly.
PlayStation, the investment is less. PlayStation or Xbox anyway.
Exactly. Also, there are so many people like me. My system isn't the most powerful. I just play it for the experience and the fun, and it helps me cool off a little bit. What the thing with PlayStations is that you have to renew it. There's no backward compatibility and stuff like that.
Exactly. But abhi Sony is saying 99% backward compatible.
But so far that wasn't the case, right? So far, I mean,
it's just this new console thing.
Exactly.
And that is how they made money, right? Because if you wanted to play GTA 5 and PS3 and PS4, you just have to buy separately. But अब नहीं करना पड़ेगा, I think.
Hopefully नहीं करना पड़ेगा. So exactly. So PC gamers, they don't need to have the most updated system. Also, a person who brought a PC 3 years ago and is still a customer for your latest release. That's essentially
and PC mein you can have incremental upgrades, right? Console
exactly.
An investment.
Exactly. Like I don't understand how Sony did not see this potential for PC gamers since day one. Like kind of dumb, to be honest. But okay.
I mean, the दूसरा interest ज़्यादा is making more money now. It's like making less.
Exactly. I mean, there's people up in the board of directors who are way smarter and way more knowledgeable than me. So
and they have the data, I guess.
They have the data. Oh man, yeah. Data is power. No, information is power essentially in this day and age.
Data is the new currency.
Yeah, absolutely. Oil chhod do yaar. Oil, gold. Sorry. It's Amazon and Facebook.
At least data is not polluting the world. That on the brighter side.
Is it? Is it not?
It's polluting the people.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a good one.
Nature is safe.
Yeah, man. But yes, let's move on to the next hardware topic that we have, which is I'm very excited for this. We have Intel 11th Gen chips. The first chip that Intel let its partner reviewers review and showcase the performance of was the 1185G7.
Wow, these names are
off the roof. These names are off the roof.
1185G7, your nursery teacher.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's their new gaming. That's the new क्या बोलते nomenclature the G indicates the power of the graphics card. And to be honest, the graphics card is yeah.
एक मिनट.
Integrated graphics.
Title-
Integrated
okay.
graphics. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if your chip ends with a U, it does not have integrated graphics. If your chip
So
ends with a
sad.
G1 to G7, heads up.
Oh,
Good job.
1185G. आगे क्या है?
7.
Oh, so it's a top of the line, I guess.
Yeah. It sounds like the top of the line to me at least. Even last जो 10 gen chips थे उनमें भी G7 was top of the line. It's a 4-core 8-thread CPU and उसका wattage apparently wattage बढ़ा नहीं है. The way they could increase the performance so drastically was a new process that they had, manufacturing process. It's called 10 nanometer plus process.
Oh, wow.
7 nanometer
They
तो अब
can't
तक नहीं
do
कर
it.
रहे हैं लोग.
Uh-huh.
पता नहीं क्यों नहीं कर रहे. They're just teasing it, but I don't know if they need to do it at this point because they have surpassed AMD's performance in terms of computing and graphical performance. And I mean, yeah, dude, the XE chips, like the Tiger Lake CPUs have integrated XE graphic cards. Intel Kenai XE
Okay.
graphic cards, and they are at par with Nvidia's highest end laptop.
Oh,
Highest end-
that is
highest-
nice. I
highest-
have to also bit used now, I guess.
No. Highest end budget laptop GPUs, like the MX350. MX350 जो
Of
है,
course.
it's
I
on
think
par.
graphics can't go after the 30 or 20 series card, but at least the MX series cards, yeah.
MX
I
series,
can think
yeah.
of it.
Yeah. It matches the MX350, which blows my mind. It blows my mind. I never like, you can do competitive gaming on an integrated graphics card. The it's crazy. I mean, I can't fathom it because the benefits are so huge. Like, you don't need to keep your laptop plugged into the power source, right? Because इतना energy लगता ही नहीं integrated graphics को. Like, they are bumping up the graphical performance by 2x, 3x without any significant change in the power that it consumes, which is,
It's like there's so much untapped potential still there.
I swear, and they did, and Intel would not have done this had AMD not existed.
हाँ भाई ना, this is what competition does. Now we can
Yeah.
get better CPUs and better GPUs.
It's exactly what
हम सब का profit
competition-
हो रहा है.
Exactly. The thing is, when companies fight, the winner is the customer. Essentially.
Fight in a good way.
Yeah.
Like product के form, not marketing का fight.
Not lawsuits, guys. Please don't do that.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that
Yeah.
has become a bigger mess than it was already.
My god. The Apple, even Paytm got removed from the Google Play Store, right?
Oh, it's listen. I think I saved this thread, but Paytm got removed for that gambling wala thing, right? Gambling ads.
Yeah.
They had their own gambling service, I guess, right?
Yeah. Paytm First Games. That's what it was called. And
Okay,
they
so I'm
sent.
not sure, but they sent an update and it got taken down. But Paytm के अंदर gambling का ये allowed नहीं है. But Google पे if you Google Paytm files वाला thingy, there are Google ads Paytm की तरफ से कि okay, we have this new gambling service or something like that.
Yep.
So
It's
Google is
kinda-
allowed to do it.
Yeah. The thing is, no, they were sending people to another external page, right, where they could win cash prizes. So that's against Google policy. Essentially, what Epic
so
Games.
that's what-
Essentially, what Epic Games sort of did, yeah. So
Oh.
that was the reason they got removed. But yeah, the
But
claims
Paytm
also
के
said.
अंदर- Paytm के अंदर you can add money without going through Google का ये, right?
Add and send money.
हाँ भाई, you can.
Yeah,
add
but
money
you're not
from
buying
your-
anything. You're not buying anything from Paytm, right?
Oh, so it just goes as credit. Okay,
Hmm.
that is why it's allowed. Oh, yeah.
If you buy something from Paytm or something like that, then you give money to Google Play.
Damn, I not looked into it.
It's a very strong argument on both sides actually. कि yeah, the Paytm people are saying कि oh, Google hypocrite है, Google बोल रहा है तो चुप, ये मेरा platform है, so It's like
that
that.
works already. तो जो भी मेरा platform है.
It works. We've said this in previous episodes, we need an Indian operating system. Yeah.
Nahin, man. What I've seen in the past few days, I don't think that's a good idea. Man, imagine the government asking the control for an operating system.
Oh my
Pura ka
freaking
pura.
god. Yeah, and the thing is, the people who are at the top right now, they have the power to make an Indian operating system and give it to the government without hesitation. So
हाँ भाई,
Holy
they're
shit.
working with the government.
I hope Mr. Ambani doesn't watch this video.
He has better things to do, I guess.
Cool. So yeah, that was it. Intel's 11th gen CPUs. This has been like, because since I brought this laptop, my laptop has an 8th generation chip. When the 9th generation and the 10th generation came out, I was like, man, kuch farak hi nahi hai.
But हाँ भाई ना.
There's
I'm
no
glad.
exactly. I mean, I was like, yeah, my
You do
laptop is,
you.
my laptop is as good as new. I mean, but then the 11th gen came out, and I'm like, okay, now my laptop is outdated. So yeah, the performance jump is so huge that I'm really excited for it. I really just want those goddamn chips to be available in freaking India. That's what I want.
हाँ, India में the chips come so late. for
India
some
में
reason,
just,
laptops
there's
के साथ.
absolutely no chips in India. Yesterday, my friend was asking me to recommend him a laptop. I could not find good laptops at 1.5 lakh. 1.5 lakh was uska budget tha. And
हाँ.
it's crazy. The best value I could find for him was around 1.2 lakhs. Usse upar mein gaya, so it did not make any sense for him to spend that kind of money. So it's kind of disappointing.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, there's no hardware in India at all, and yeah, there's no options. I just want the chips to come to India because first of all, the market is going to be great because in India we don't care about, like, a majority of the users. They don't want heavy graphic card. They just want an everyday machine.
They just want the best price to.
Exactly. We care a lot about price, and these integrated graphics chips, if they come around 50,000, holy shit.
It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna come at 50K. Like the taxes and stuff are not gonna allow it to come at 50K.
Let's see. देखेंगे.
But
हाँ, you're probably right. 50,000 के इधर तो नहीं आएगा.
50K.
Right.
If you count something as 50K, it's approximately 35 to 40,000 udhar.
In the US,
Correct.
हाँ, तो yeah.
And
What's the
40,000 is
stock?
how much?
नहीं.
Fine,
For
$600.
$600, yeah. 40,000. Yeah,
हाँ, उतना है.
definitely.
Pura ऊपर नीचे. But yeah, the chances of that happening are there. If that happens, very good. We'll be
Yeah,
happy about
exactly.
it.
I
We'll
agree.
give you free percentage.
Exactly. I just hope those chips come to India because wow, my God.
They'll come to India. Of course, they're gonna come to India. It's just that jaldi aao, please.
Yeah, I swear. By the time India में chips आते हैं, next generation launch हो जाता है. So
It's like Android updates.
exactly, because as I said, I was hunting for laptops yesterday at such a high price point. I could not find any. MSI does not have any models. MSI is like my laptop manufacturer after Lenovo. Lenovo does not have models that are that expensive. And even if it does, though the CPUs are capped at 6 cores. 6 core के CPU में मैं 1.5 lakh घंटा उड़ाने वाला. So
Exactly.
I just recommended him like an HP Omen at 1.2 lakhs.
Oh,
उससे ऊपर
that's nice.
हाँ, उसके ऊपर the returns were, there were no returns, there were no options.
There's a point of diminishing returns.
अबे point of
What do you
diminishing returns छोड़ दे, products ही नहीं उसके ऊपर. मैं क्या बोलूँ? Yeah, there's no products. Go and look for a laptop at 1.5K. Go look for it. Like, you won't find it. Like a good updated i7 10th generation laptop या फिर AMD का Ryzen laptop, you won't find it at 1.5 lakh.
Okay.
Barely there's one or
I
two
guess.
products that make sense at 1.5 lakh. Yeah, that's my story. Please,
That's our
Intel,
brand, I guess.
send goddamn hardware, freaking Intel, okay? Don't force us to write a mail.
But I guess it's not Intel ka problem, it's the manufacturer's ka problem, right?
It's not
It's
Intel.
Intel.
Intel, I love you, okay, please. Sponsor this
You've been
podcast.
harsh on you lately.
Yeah.
I guess we're done.
We're definitely done.
Yeah. I'm sorry 2 weeks ago you didn't get a podcast or something. But
Well,
I don't think you care that much. But
it's okay.
yeah, whatever.
No, we care. Okay, we care. But so yes, this has been Unengineered Podcast. Subscribe, like, share with your friends to be cool and updated with all the latest tech news. Follow us on Instagram. We have awesome content for you there. And yes, I hope everybody's staying at home, staying safe. This is Atik Kurji signing out.
This is Advait signing out. We might have a new vlog series. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
The reason I'm putting it here is because that forced me to do it.
Force me to do it.
Exactly. So
man, I understand.
I might have. It's gonna be too technical. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix computer science with filmmaking.
Oh,
I have some people doing
perfect. Hardcore. That's hardcore. I've thought of like mixing commentary with Casey Neistat's filmmaking style. So yeah, because I see a lot of commentary channels on YouTube, and I want to try something different in that space. So yes, those are some secret announcements. Don't tell anybody. Okay, don't tell anybody. We'll see you next week. This has been the Unengineered Podcast. Until then, get unengineered. Bye bye.
Bye bye.